energy after housing that last kickoff. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He's out of bounds at the 25-yard line, gets it right back to the touchback position, and the offense will take over. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Takes the handoff. It's Durham. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
The Tigers are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to throw. It's Nussmeier. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Goodness, that happened fast. He was in the backfield before the ball was even snapped.
Oh, man, adrenaline pumping, heart beating a little faster. There is some intensity on that one. Now the play fake. Looking down the middle. He's got it.
Well, they execute the end route. Now, how about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Use the play fake, now to throw. Bring in the heat. Complete to the left. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So we got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around and make it an easy pass and catch.
He'll keep it himself. Gets it past the marker. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield, pick up 10 and the first down.
Man, this defense has to be better. You have to stop the first part of the option, and that is the quarterback. And he gets loose. He gets the first down, another set of downs. They need to figure out this plan and how to stop this quarterback.
The Terrapins will have it 1st and 10. Got it in the middle. It's Fleming. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you could tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
Looking for a gap. It's Ray. Knocked down at the 25-yard line. Picked up 10 there and gets a first down. And the Terrapins in the hurry-up.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down. And listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Now rolling to the left. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work.
Man-to-man coverage is a great opportunity for scrambling quarterbacks to take off and run because everybody on defense who's covering has their backs turned to the quarterback, obviously, because they're chasing an intended receiver or target. So good job that time by the quarterback knowing I've got man coverage. If it's not open, I can take off and go make something positive happen.
And that goes down as an incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. They are stuck deep in their own territory and trying to get out, opening the drive from their own 3. The hand to the running back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And you want to run the football, right? And that's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Off play action. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
It's now 3rd down.
And would they dare be aggressive on 3rd down this deep in their own territory? Here's the handoff. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. He's going to run it. He makes a little bit of headway and is pushed out of bounds at the 43.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
Just a short pass to the tight end. Across the 25, he's got room. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Well, Well, the ball carrier there was just hoping his speed was going to get him to the outside and turn the corner, but nothing working. Defense forces him out of bounds for a loss.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The play action fake. Forced out of the pocket. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
And that'll not only be a first down, it'll be 1st and goal from the 7.
Man, a nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, and they picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They'll move the wide receiver. Calls his own number. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right, and having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his head down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive play for the offense.
Trying to get it done with the run here on 3rd and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Maryland!
3rd and goal, you're going to turn around and just give it to this guy who just has a nose for the end zone. He's able to find the crease and pay it off for his offense.
The AT unit on the field. The kick is up and good and put 1 more on the lead. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. He'll bring it out. It's Anderson. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. From the gun, to give, looking for room. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
And the Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Sends it back in motion, looking for a man. It's Nussmeier. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Has this head coach lost his mind? Does he know where the ball is on the field? He's going for it this close to his own end zone. Big tight end makes the grab, 1st down, still on his feet.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Gonna run it. It's Durham. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
Well, I know he was struggling to get going early in this game. That right there, though, was easily his best run so far. And this is one of the more talented running backs you're going to see in the entire nation. They need more runs like that to get this offense going if they're going to win this game.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Quickly to the tight end.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
The Tigers come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to power their way ahead. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
A couple of yards shy of the 1st down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. The offense still on the field. Hauls it in the 1st down and more. Well, they just drained all of the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the 1st down. Nothing to worry about, Reese.
Off play action on 1st down. That's caught. It's Anderson. Chains now on 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's Nussmeier. The screen, he's got wheels. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Caught over the middle, it's Sharp. He gets it so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
I'm not sure this was ever a real decision. They'll go for it on 4th and inches. Motion from the wideout. With jet sweep pass. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. The Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
You know, the one thing you can say about this defense, they pursue the football. The 1st guy might miss, the 2nd guy might miss, but there's going to be more and more hats flying to the ball carrier. You saw it on that play, getting a tackle for loss.
His drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. Back to pass. He's going for it all. Makes the grab at the 10. Touchdown, Tigers. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
And I think in the pre-snap, I think both of these guys were on the same page. They had a look defensively that let them know we can pitch this thing way down the field. I'm going to go run under and make a big play for it.
Yeah, and when I'm the receiver, I'm like, I'm open, right? I'm going straight down the field, throw me the football. I got the speed. I can beat this guy. You can tell they've done that so much in practice. They knew it was second nature, and they executed it perfectly.
Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well and not give back that last score. Fielded in the end zone, it's McLaurin. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. To the air, it's Washington. Under fire. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
And I know that play broke down. That is one the offense, I think, would like to have back because you practice these type of scramble situations all week long. Quarterback this time flush to his left. These receivers have to break their routes off and work with the QB to try to give him a place to go with the football. And that time, just not able to give the QB anywhere to throw it.
Oh, better look out. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. The Terrapins want to pick up the tempo. Catch in the middle, it's Fleming. They'll pick up the first down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line. To the air on first down. He hurls one deep down the left side. Got it in stride inside the 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Terrapins!
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a two-minute type situation as you could have offensively. David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. To the air, it's Nussmeier. He'll take the deep shot. He's got it down the right side. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus. That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Looking to throw on first down. Tosses it incomplete.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense has just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Grabbed over the middle. It's Sharp. He's down at the 27. They can't stop the clock, and this is a first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. LSU with the 1st and 10 here. Wants to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. Working that left side. And right in the middle of tight coverage, and he still makes the grab at the 15. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. It's complete, and he will score. Touchdown, LSU!
Well, the head coach has to love what he saw from his offense here. At the very end of the first half, when you got to have it, execution has got to be great in these 2-minute type situations. Really nice job handling the situation by the quarterback, making sure all 10 other guys on offense are on the same page. And they're still losing the football game, but that's a touchdown they absolutely needed to have here at the end of the first half.
And he puts through the extra point. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. Looking for a man. It's Washington. Buys a little time. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Trying to get behind the defense. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. So the first half has come to a close. We'll take a break and head over to the halftime show. And the Terrapins will line up to kick off and start the second half. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the grab. It's Durham. Oh, he's got some space. Makes the stop at the 29-yard line, but not before he gets 15 on that play.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Makes the catch. It's Anderson. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Yeah, and I tell you what, when you stick these fast suckers in the slot, they don't have to be big, but you get those guys that are so quick in the slot, they can get great matchups, and I can get the ball to them quick because they're such dynamic playmakers.
Back to pass, it's Nussmeier. Throws to the tight end. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
Wants to throw again. He'll take a deep shot here. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Leaves it with the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off. And it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17.
The offense really struggled in the first half of this game, so it was important coming out of halftime they were able to generate some momentum and get some rhythm offensively. And right now they look like they have it on this drive. Great news to see the quarterback make that last throw there to pick up the first down. They need him to play great in the second half.
And the Tigers started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. He's got it on the move. He wrestles him down at the 3 after the grab. It'll be first and goal.
Yeah, and I love running my tight ends across the formation. Just big targets that I can find a way to get the football to. Nice snag, nice little positive gain for my offense.
So now with first and goal, let's see what LSU does here. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got it behind the line, it's Green. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
After getting nothing done on first down, second and goal from the 6. Looking downfield, it's Nussmeier. Moving away from pressure. Bought a little time, lets it go. Touchdown, Tigers! And they take it in for 6 more points. If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. Coming out with it, it's McLaurin. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Looking to scramble. On the run, fires downfield. Or did he find a hole in that secondary? There he goes. He's at the touchdown, Maryland! They take the lead with the 6.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. That's already his second touchdown of the game.
And it's no good. He missed the extra point. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. Fielded in the end zone. It's Watkins. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the big fella. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Oh, they dial up on second and a long way to go. Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. Gonna take a shot. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it, and what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
And it's okay that that ball's incomplete. It's important this offense comes out and they show that they want to be aggressive. They show that they're willing to take shots and they're going to try and take the top off of this defense. Not able to connect on that one, but that will not be the last deep ball we see in this game.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Anderson. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
Yeah, he was able to make one guy miss, but he had to make two in order to pick up that first down. It was a nice individual effort, just not enough.
A couple of yards short of the first down in your own territory, but they are going to go for it on fourth. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
Oh, and I love that play call on fourth down. You know, the entire defense was zoning in on that running back, thinking he was maybe going to get a handoff, but they're able to sneak and leak him out of the backfield. Behind the defense, he makes the catch and keeps the drive alive.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much.
Listen, you can't make every play, you can't cover everybody, but it's really nice when you get the bonus of swatting the ball down and making sure that quarterback doesn't get a completion and doesn't get a big play.
Back to throw, it's Nussmeier. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
Well, that's another completion. This quarterback's on fire. I get it. He's thrown for over 200 yards in this game, but it's because he's got people helping him out. How about that incredible job diving out, stretching out, and hauling that pass in? Quarterbacks love it when they don't have to be perfect every time they throw the football. And this group of receivers, they are helping out their QB1.
Trying play action. And with the pressure on him, the quarterback goes down, and we've played 3 quarters here.
Maryland, 34, LSU, 28.
With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Time to take a shot. He's got it inside the 15. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8.
Third down and long is the hardest down to execute in football, but this offense made it look easy. Nice job being aggressive, making the big play down the field, and now set up in a position where they can go get a touchdown on first and goal.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. It's complete to the left. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Love the play by the defense. They just did a good job understanding where the running back was on that play. After the catch, they're able to make the tackle right away, and now they've set up third down.
They'll look to throw on third and goal. Looking to get it in. Almost in, but they'll say he didn't make it, inches away from the touchdown.
And now it's fourth down. It's money down, and I don't think there's a question right here. You need the touchdown. You got to put that on the scoreboard. You're going for it. You're putting your best play forward right now.
And this could prove to be the biggest play of the game. They'll go for it on fourth and goal. He'll go to the sneak. The decision to go for it does not pan out.
And you feel pretty good about a quarterback sneak most of the time. Such a short yardage play. I just got to find a little crease and get through it. But this defense was more than ready for it. Built that wall up front. Nowhere to go, no push. Big stop by the D.
Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a...
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
Love the coverage on the back end. The defenders staying right by the receiver and the intended target. And as a result, that ball's incomplete.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to throw, it's Washington. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Just another big play for this guy who spent the entire game wide open. Couple of touchdowns there, and he moves the sticks again, David.
Yeah, so I'll keep finding him, Reese. I mean, this is a guy that, listen, we're in the second half now. He's already made plays. I know I can trust him, so I'm going to continue to feature him in this offense because I know he'll continue to make big plays.
Nudges ahead for one out to the 16. The Terrapins moving quickly to the line.
And ball security at this point is at a premium for this offense. You're backed up in your own end. You've got the lead, so you want to be able to run the football and stay on the field, bleed the clock. But you know the defense is going to be ripping away at it, right? They're going to be trying to get Pats to the football and forcing a fumble. So whoever's got the ball has got to have two hands on it this drive.
And the Terrapins are on the move. Wide receiver going in motion. Little touch pass to the receiver. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The Terrapins have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's second and a mile. Looking to fire. With the catch, it's Fleming. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
And the Terrapins have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking for an open area to his left. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side.
And if you'd have told this defense that they stuffed this great running back today, they'd have taken it. They'd have been happy, but the offense has still put up production, and they're still in the lead, trying to find a way to finish this one off.
Making side adjustments here. Dropping back, it's Washington. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
Been the go-to guy on offense all game long, and on a critical 3rd down here in the 4th quarter, surprise, surprise, guess who they go to? That guy.
They'll run it in the red zone. It's Ray. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They feed him again. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
I think if you're offense here, the game boils down to this one play on 3rd down with the lead late. If you get the first down, that's ball game. There's not enough time left for the defense to get it back and go march down the field. So let's dial up our best play offensively. Let's make sure our best players are touching the football here.
He'll do it himself. He's brought down at the 11-yard line, and now is this 4-down territory, or will they take the chip shot field goal? Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. It's good.
That's a big drive for this offense in the 4th quarter. Now to take a 2-possession lead, you got the other offense where you want them. Now you get to rush the passer, make them pass a little bit more, and don't give up those big plays. You're in a really good spot now.
He'll bring it out. It's Watkins. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Back to pass, it's Nussmeier. Here's a throw downfield late. Makes the grab on the right. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45. They've crossed midfield at the 45 with a 1st and 10. Unleashes one deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And the defense is playing with a sense of urgency right now. Obviously, they're playing with the lead. They know this offense needs to find a way to generate points, expecting a shot on that last play, so nice job in coverage.
So now it's 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Right on target this time. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Trying to cap this drive with the pass. He's got the tight end. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. And at this point, the defense looks as if they've been in one of those dizzy bat races. They've got no idea where the ball's coming from. He's over 500 yards passing.
Yeah, this is a Heisman Trophy level performance from this guy. The accuracy, the decision-making, the athleticism, everything has been on display.
You know, this happens sometimes in football. You forget which direction you're going, and you got to be reminded, you were going the wrong direction. Come on, man. We got to catch that thing. We got to get north-south and go make a play, get closer to the end zone, not start dancing and going the wrong way.
Rush is on him. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
And you just got to know the situation of the game, obviously. After that incompletion now setting up 3rd down, you still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to panic. Because of those timeouts, you still have an eternity to get back in this game.
And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. A field goal really doesn't do much for you in this situation, so they'll go for it on 4th and goal. Looking to pass, it's Nussmeier. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, LSU! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity.
That is such a great job by the offense, putting together a touchdown drive when they needed it most. Not a lot of time left to go, but if their defense can get them the ball back, they've got an opportunity to kick a field goal and walk out of here with the win.
And the extra point is good. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. Lining up for the onside kick, just a few seconds to play, and they will need a miracle. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. Lining up for the onside kick, just a few seconds to play, and they will need a miracle. They'd hoped to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
And And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Looking downfield on first down. Here's a heat. And this will be incomplete as the game comes to a close. Guys, this is a type of signature win that can set the tone for the future of a program.
And this is the crazy thing about college football with 18 to 22-year-olds. On any given day, anything can happen. And David, you got to give this team so much credit. They played with their hair on fire and got a tremendous win.
And to keep the belief, to understand, I've got a chance to come in and win this game and not just give us lip service. They told us this could happen throughout the week, but they believed. Even when it got a little difficult, got a little up in the air, they kept fighting, they kept believing, and they get the huge win.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.